There we go. Everything in place. Yeah. Howdy, everybody. Doing some schedule shuffling again. You might see this more often. At some point, the Monday and Tuesday schedule shuffle is going to be a more locked-in bit. So I guess doing it a little early before we actually lock it in helps with that. But yeah, today, rather than trails will be tomorrow, for those looking for that. We're going to be doing some Final Fantasy drafting, planning on doing a pair of them, because the set is only around for another week. 7 days. 7 days. You have 7 days. Yeah, Edge of Eternities, plural, releases next Tuesday. And I'll be doing both the story recap, like I like to do, and the initial drafts on Tuesday next week. That'll be a good time, but that's a later time. I'm really excited for the specific look and feel of Edge of Eternities. Want to see how it plays, but like the set itself has a impeccable, like, unique look to it. So anyway, today we've got some Kamari not appearing in this draft. When recent streams, I mentioned the group most excited to work on Edge of Eternity as artist. Yeah, get to do some wild stuff there. But yeah, let's get some good Final Fantasy drafts going. I've mentioned that I still have a couple things I'm after. A couple, like, ideas that I want to see. I'd love to draft Kuja. I'd love to draft a Bartz. I guess we could be the Arden deck at some point, but I think we've done a lot of, like, different black-based ones. But let's just sort of see how it goes. Relax, get in the river, get in the tube, get in the canoe, see if we can't canoe down to Mysidia. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy doing the story recap because, like, the story stuff for Edge of Eternities was a lot of fun. From a writer who did some of the most interesting stuff in my mind in Destiny. So, want towns? Oh yeah, okay. We could, like, I don't know that I've ever, like, fully done towns. How's the music, by the way? We're just doing 12 soundtrack. That's got a lot of more relaxed stuff going on. Sabo Tendi here. Trader Baru Cormorant. I have not read that, but would not surprise me. That has high quality behind it as well. For Seth Dickinson, writer who did Edge of Eternity's story. Eternities, plural. Alright. What do we want? What do we got? Who's on deck? Easy. Easy every time. Ask for Bartz. Bartz will show up. Let's go. So, Bartz wants us to have birds. Bartz has affinity for, like, Bartz on his own does almost nothing. Bartz with no birds is a 4-3 for 5 and kind of sucks. Bartz with any birds becomes Flame Tongue Kavu, the flamest tonguest of Kavus. Fat Chocobo makes Bartz cost 3. Geishel Greens and Friends, 4-3. Omega's a card I would love to have going in with this. Grand Pulse Ochu, Renoa, Dreams of Laguna, even the fixing. But I said that I wanted to go with Bartz first, and even if, like, there's arguments for a couple other cards in here, Bartz is where my heart is right now. All right. Pack 2. No green, no chocobos, so we can ignore that for the moment. Let's take a look at what we do have. Decent red hanging around. One blue card, and it's a powerful one. Like, Ice Magic is a real card. Black Mage's Rod is a real card as well. I like the Shambling Seath, too. Thinking where my gut is on this. Like, the black got some heat. Poo-Poo's also there, yeah. I think white's the only color in here I'm not after. I'm gonna go with my gut on ice. Okay. We got a bird. Got Black Mage's Rod 2. We got Bow. Sahagin going with the ice magic. This bird's in white. White wasn't represented as much in that last pack, but... And there's not, like, a huge amount of birds in white. There's a couple. However, Whiteheart picking up Bartz and Boko is pretty hilariously strong. Like, if we're looking for a thing to be doing, that is absolutely a thing to be doing. Black Mage's Rod 2, the only black card left in the pack. Ice Magic would also let us bounce Bartz if we wanted to, but it's less effective. That's like using its full... Like, it would get the job done. This leaves a bird in play for Bartz. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna try to build around our friend here and see if this works. Quina, I think, stands out with, because with Bartz, if we're doing Bartz stuff, we're going to want to be making a lot of Chocobo tokens, and a lot of Chocobo tokens means a lot of tokens, and Quina can, make some extra friends with that. Not a ton in here that excites me all around. Grand Pulse Ochu, even Guado Salam are other pretty high pick cards comparatively. Garland is way out of what we're doing. Clash, Matoya, Retrieve the Esper, Bard's Bow. I could pick up the Windhurst here, or the Bard's Bow and just have like a fine green card. I've still not been impressed by Clash. The white is not necessarily what we're doing. The only color I'm fully committed to here is green, leaving myself like reasonably open for the rest. That means that maybe the Bard's Bow is fun. I'm gonna grab the land here. Diamond Weapon, feeling good about you. Diamond Weapon's nice to see. Would love to have an Ochu in this deck too, but Diamond Weapon is a card I've been pretty happy with. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the Bow is probably the better pick. Yeah, Airship Crash is something I want, but Airship Crash is something we'll see. My sub is also named Bartz. Thanks, Malbad, for the sub. Appreciate it. A Realm Reborn. Fang. Crystal's Chosen actually is a fine card. We got some top end going with this. Like, Realm Reborn costs 1 million mana, doesn't do anything. Mean with Beavers is actually, like, I'm okay playing that. Looks like the blue is not really here. Black has a lot going on here. Not, like, enough for me to be swapping over to it, because Fang isn't, like, super great. It's just, like, Hectize. But, like, notable if Black keeps staying open, that I should keep an eye out on that. Yeah, blue, I'm not believing in right now. White does look like it's got spice going around. Grab the Slash. We want the equipment to fill out this deck. Zidane. Probably just a Grand Pulse Ochu. We could pick the real village as well. Omega's gone from here. Trembling Seath. Odds and ends still hanging out here. Bard's Bow still coming around, that's great. Happy to see that. Shrug. Couple bombs. Alright. Renoa did not come back around either. That tells me that we might not be in the position we want. We didn't get another bird. I like Primal Garuda as a card. That's a great thing. Town Greeter. The other cards in here that have some heat. The black in here's okay. I'm gonna go with Garuda. I'm gonna believe in this. See if we can't find some birds. Like Ice Magic is down and out. We want a lot of the like bird creators on too, like to fill out the curve and be token makers. Yeah, Quistis is great, but I just am not believing in blue after pack 1. I think black has some openings and red might. If I were to see something like Gladio. Buster Sword Fenrir. Okay, Buster Sword is pretty damn huge. Fenrir is Fenrir. I have a huge respect for Fenrir as a card. That draws and slams in 3+2. Oh boy. Fenrir gets so much done. Buster Sword gets so much done. Yeah, this is tough for me. I'm gonna believe in this. This is the rarer thing. It's obviously Fenrir is Fenrir. It's ridiculous. I think we can go this direction. Veins, oh boy. We're missing the creatures on the early... Oh, I actually really like Xanarkand as a card. The battle menu and Chocomog are also here. Xanarkand as a card is pretty good because this is a land that like makes a big body. I think this is actually more flexible. We're not getting birds. This is a bird, but it's not the bird I'm after. I'm after Geishel Greens. I'm after Fat Chocobo. At least I feel correct in color combo with what we're seeing around here. Ramu, Clash, Moogle, Poo-Poo UFO. I'm gonna pick a Prish. Oh, maybe we're not in the right color combo now that we see these going around. Okay. Alright. Hi. This is our first... This is a bird that wants us to have heavy birds, but we don't have heavy birds. We're still on the lookout for heavy birds. Pack 3 has to do a lot for our bird count. We can't actually raise the Chocobo right now. Heavy Borger. I'll take Town Greeter Fang coming around. Town Greeter's a fine card. I'm actually quite happy with that. Weapon Vendor actually is better with the... Yeah, Weapon Vendor is better with the Buster Sword in the deck. Okay. I don't hate the white that's stabling here. Summon Titan versus... Yeah, okay. I'm good with Summon Titan. Competing cards include Resto Magic and Bard's Bow. We don't have things that Resto Magic's super great with. If we were more black, yeah, the Cloud of Darkness and the Golbez would be real. Alright. No. White Mage's Stave. I just need things that work on our early turns, and this is one of them. Seeing a couple black things. Gala Cat, Town Greeter, Orange Inspiration. Orange Inspiration is something we already have one of, so I'm not, like, super in for another. I don't believe in, even with, like, Weapons Vendor, I just don't, like, believe in that card. Katana, wow. Oh, we are not in the right seat for what we tried to do today, huh? Okay, damn. That's a tragedy. I suppose passing the Renoa and then, like, trying to get into white-green was a bad idea. Tis fine. We can still make the deck function. Oh, okay. Birds. We can still find more birds, hopefully. No Fat Chocobo's flat. I think one of the tricks is that, people have figured that one out. It's been months. Fat Chocobo has been, solved. And that people know that it's good. Howdy, howdy, everybody. We're here for birds. We're doing okay with birds. We got like 4 or 5 birds. I'd like some more. Make Bart's and Boko a little bit more, exciting. We have enough to technically raise the Chocobo, but like a Fat Chocobo would be a godsend in the last part of these packs. Choco Kick is also something we don't have. We don't have a lot of like interactive pieces on our opponent with what we have here. Windhurst, Delivery Moogle can grab Stave and nothing else. Yeah, it doesn't grab Buster Sword, because it's 2 or less. Make sure the mana base in this functions. Diamond Weapon 2, Gladio. How do I feel about Gladio versus Diamond Weapon 2? It sucks because, like, Gladio here is up against another one of these big creatures that I do like a lot. I talked about wanting to splash this card, but, like, I also would just be fine with more Diamond Weapon in this deck as the top-end pieces. Yeah, I'm gonna try and keep this closer on the color combo. Snow, Prish. This is not real. Snow might be. Actually, hold on. Fate is something we just don't have. Bard's Bow. Copper Bumper, thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it. Okay. I feel like we have a reasonably complete deck. I feel like we have like, we missed some of the best pieces for it, but we have some of the good pieces for it. I'm glad to hear that, Jupiter. I was very happy with the pit yesterday. Hope you all enjoyed that. It was a great time. Had a great team. Played against a great team. Glad that it was a close set of games. Ancient Greens, Town Greeters, Bard's Bow, Queena, Titan, Diamond, and the Buster Sword. Obviously the duels go in here too. I'm just looking at the curve. Town Greeters make the Diamond Weapons a lot better. Like Ochu's a fine 40th, Orin's Inspiration, or Aerith Rescue Mission are. I don't feel like the Castle Guards are necessary. Our curve down here is pretty good. Is there a creature count here? Wow, that creature count's low. Hold on. What is... Alright, what actually is the creatures in here? Because, like, that's going to make Diamond Weapon a lot harder to use. I don't think we have a ton that matches that. It's because there's a lot of creatures that aren't creatures. White Mage's Stave, Glacial Greens, Side Quest Chocobo. Precious Wanderings might actually not be what we're looking for in here. Not all we can put in over that. Airship or a Moogle. Yeah, Moogle's the other one I'm looking at here. We have a lot more creatures, but we don't have a lot of creatures, if you know what I mean. Alright. Bart's, bring us home. I did pick Bart's and then force the green position. Sure. This has a lot of plays. Like that third land off the top. We got a 1/2/3 with a pretty strong removal spell. Titan as a long-term plan. Oh boy, interesting. Sahagin. Alright. Well. Three color. Likely the green is the splash if we see Sahagin here. Big stuff like Omega, big stuff like, oh, are we just holding the fort? That's what we're doing? Alright. Well, we're going to be crushing through here. If they miss their next land drop, I'm taking out the Scorpion and we're moving forward. The Bard's Bow wouldn't even be bad either, but like being able to actually get in here seems like the real stuff. Yep, so obvious block, we attack in because we gain the life anyway. We're here to end, to try to run over our opponent before they fix this. Obviously, they're 2 lands on like a prowess deck. They're gonna trade with the Ochu here. Yep. Green Source is a great top deck. Both our cards in hand are double green. I'm sorry, a third color has appeared. Interesting. I don't like that. Shantoto to hold down the fort some more. These are what you consider the worsts. We'll move this White Mage's Stave and push in. Alright, 4th land is tapped. If Frit is going to help them get out of this hole. We have, I think, 2 white sources left in the deck to draw, and I guess we could draw Diamond Weapon the second. Okay, thank you. That seems good. Willing to press in. So... Alright, Titan. Got some lands, got some Glacial Greens, got Diamond Weapon to 4 mana. Titan's not living. They have to have like a 4 mana kill spell, Sephiroth's, or like a tap down. With the Shantotto and the Sahagin. That's just how this deck works. The problem I think we're going to run into is that now that they've stabilized, we're not getting through for the rest of the game. Like, even with the rate we're at here. I can equip White Mage's Stave to this and get in. That's still active. We still have the bows, we still have... The equipment still gives us a lot more reach. The problem is that the longer this goes on, like, their hand is, you know... I think it's just going to be one of removal spells for the rest of time. We have to hope that we have enough spice to keep pushing over. Titan milled us past a few lands, put a Glacial Greens in there, so we have another creature to play out. Okay, they're just making a body? That's great. That draws them a card. They played a tapped land. The Diamond Weapon, interesting. The Diamond Weapon is eating something. I think we get to equip Bard's Bow to the 4/4, make it a 6/6. Get in with both, play the town greener. Okay, we're getting the board. In some ways resolved. Okay, grab a town. Play this. This lets us equip Stave and Bow in the same turn. Opponent's on 5. They need a hard answer to Diamond Weapon or else it's the Abyss. I think that's one of the things they're currently looking for, why they played Retrieve the Esper. Retrieve the Esper drew them a card off of Shantotto, telling me that they don't have a true answer. And that does line up. We're just going to be stunning Diamond Weapon for a little while. I can equip an attack in for 4. That's not enough to get over and force a block. Yeah, they get to. They realize this and they can attack. I will fade on that. Okay, that's very funny, but it doesn't do anything because they haven't actually answered. This is legendary. Alright. So Shiva won't last much longer. Tap down Diamond Weapon another turn. Shiva is around for the next turn alone. 6th land. They can retrieve the Esper again for another body, and next turn we can start equipping Gladio. Okay. Sure, get to go and grab Balam Garden. They're going to attack for 5. I don't think they can attack for any more than that, because they'll die if they do that. They can only attack, or they can only attack... Like, if they don't leave enough blockers back, they're going to die here. So... that is These are some terrible, terrible draws. How many of these are left? Okay, we still have 5 lands left in the deck. Alright, I could play Diamond Weapon to get an untapped Diamond Weapon, but I actually think this is just like start moving on the equipment around. We're gonna hold the land for the landfall trigger. So they draw 1 card off Shiva, Shiva dies. We're on 19. I don't believe in us taking lethal damage from an attack from this position. Gladio's good, but not that good. Gladio doesn't trample. They can make a 5/5. Ooh, Ultros lets them continuously tap down Diamond Weapon for the rest of the game, huh? Alright, so they have to play a 4-drop to be able to tap Diamond Weapon again here. I don't think, depending on the 4-drop, they don't have a lot for attacking to follow this up with. Oh, they get a bomb so they can still make the 4 with the bomb. Okay, that's going to be enough of a... No, they're actually willing to pass on the 4 here. Okay. So, clearly next turn is where things are going to the moon. We have the known spell in the graveyard? Please. We don't have any trample right now. We get to Abyss them here. That's kind of the best we have. Next turn, they get to go unblockable. It's a Hagen. They get to go Ultros. They might get to flip out Ultros. Interesting. They're willing to throw Gladio away? They must have something. They didn't equip the Planisphere. Maybe they have Ice Magic, and that's something they were waiting to Ultros big. If they Ice Magic Diamond Weapon, we have Diamond Weapon 2, the sequel. They do have... The thing is that they have a known spell. They have one in the grave, the Retrieve the Esper. So they can use that and, like, you know, Ultros down something. Okay, Landfall for Gladio. Do they have the 8-drop and the ability to make Ultros trample? That's going to be the, like, largest question. They could kill us. If they have that, they could kill us. 2, 5... 2, 2, 6, 10, plus 2, plus... If they have Ice Magic, I think we die. Do they know that math? Tieful Limit Break isn't the card so Ice Magic, tap 1 blocker, remove another blocker, attack for exactly 20. Right? Obviously, they just have the 6-drop in the grave. Okay. That lets them... That's a lot better than Ice Magic. Attackers don't make any sense anymore. We need to play Queena. 2 cards left in hand. I could play untapped Diamond Weapon, but they have a way to tap Diamond Weapon, so, like, I don't know that that's great. It forces them to do it. 2 cards. They have the way to tap. Again, we know they've got Retrieve the Esper. They can just make a 5/5 and tap something in Sahagan. We need to draw... What are our ways around things? We don't have any birds. That's at least, like, just a body. That doesn't do much. Are we just going unblockable at Sahagan and kind of pushing damage that way? No. Damn, deck, you are... not cooperative today. Good news, I think the deck can only do that 2 more times. They seem to be playing, like, little left. They're drawing a lot of their lands. They've got the... Okay, there's the Retrieve the Esper, so that's unblockable on Sahagin. Oh boy, that Kieran Merchant... The Kieran Merchant, I think, draws 3 for, like, 2 mana right now. 1, 2, 3, 4... Okay, we're just going unblockable and killing with Sahagin. Yeah, the Kieran Merchants draw 3, I think, for free here. Okay, thank you. Does that do anything? Like... That lets us surprise kill a blocker by killing the 5/5? If I kill the 5/5 and I... All Out doesn't do anything. I think we're passing. So Merchant has draw 3. That's another Astrologian, and it has draw 3. I think for like 3 mana. If they're like 8, no 10. They've got 10 lands right now. If they draw an 8-cost spell, they can trample Ultros, and that would be a way to get over us. Okay, land gives them... Oh, that's actually really sweet. I'm super happy about that, because that's one of the things we have an answer to. Okay. Let's get that out of here. We got Diamond Weapon able to attack. Guess who doesn't control any birds? Yeah, no birds. Kieran Merchant, block, sec, Kieran Merchant, draw. Draw 3. Costs nothing to do it. Stalking gets its counter. Do I play Bartz and Boko now just to have another body in play? The way we win this is looking like just being enough to go around. So end step, they're going to flip Balam Garden, which is going to give them a flyer. I feel like this deck needs the Aerith Rescue mission in it. Okay. The idea here is that 4/4 weapons vendor is enough to block the 5-power flyer over there. Alright, how bad is it? What's the damage? You drew four cards here. Like, you've got 9 left in deck. Lands are still Gladio Pumps on Sahagin. We could make the Flyer 7 power and draw a card. I didn't bother leaving Diamond Weapon back because, like, if it's Ice Magic, Ultros just kills us in Trample. I don't know how we'd be standing if that happen if that's still there. 5 lands? Okay. So we're dead? No. They need one more spell to make Sahagin lethal. Never forget. And again, there has not been a point where playing our second Diamond Weapon's been worth it because, like, they just tapped Diamond Weapon down again anyway. Like, if we had replayed an untapped Diamond Weapon, it would have just been tapped. We really don't have anything, huh? Okay. Yeah, they're worried about the crackback because we have 2 cards and they're at 5. We don't have lethal here because, like, 4-2 get in for 3. 4-2 get in for 3 is put them to 2. We kill Ultros. We don't even kill Ultros. Alright, play as if their hand's empty. If their hand is empty, that means that Diamond Weapon needs to be untapped. The reason I am playing as though their hand is empty is that because if they had any other spell for the Astrologian, we would have taken lethal damage from the Flyer plus the Astrologian. I would like to keep Diamond Weapon, please. And then I will pass the turn. I'm pretty sure we're dead. Sahagin unblockable. Okay, sure. That's not Sahagin unblockable. They have to have another one, because they wouldn't have spent it if they, you know? I guess they can just activate Balam Guard and landfall it, right? Like, their hand is 3 lands, so they just landfall Balam Garden, get in for 7 in the air. Okay. We are hyper dead. Damn. We got Barts and no birds. That is the tragedy I was afraid of with this deck, because we only have like 4 birds. Trying to figure out if there's any other ways to improve this with either the Moogle or the rescue mission. We had them on 5 for basically the entirety of the game. Ah. Try this. I'm not gonna do anything with the mana base. I know we had the like time where we weren't on double green, but like we're playing up on green. What was their Black Splash? Did we ever see it? No, Sephiroth's. They were just playing a Sephiroth's Intervention. Oh, come on. That ain't it. Okay. Oh, we are getting aggressively pushed in. Okay. Infantry is a card that is I'm not going to block this. We're going to go ahead and... White Mage's Stave. Then next turn we can Shoe Puff tapped land. I want them to just do infantry activation here. Okay. That actually might eat the Slash-a-Lite. How do we want to go about that? It's like, I could just eat that with the Slash-a-Lite. No, actually, hold on. Ahem. My mind had this as the fight spell. Okay. Second color's shown up. Okay. Shoe Puff. Land. Combat. Glacial. So now we have land draws are fine for us because they're Shoe Puff plus Chocobo triggers, so we can kind of push in with that. Ilmeg Pixie doesn't really change much. Paladin Arms, okay. Bard's Bow, that's fine. Bard's Bow is pretty good. It makes Ilmeg Pixie not able to attack. Keep things back. We've got better trades. 2 cards in hand. Another Paladin's Arms, okay. Opponent's just on kind of the same layer of general cards we are. Diamond Weapon's a horrible draw right now. Just nothing. Tapping things to push in doesn't really accomplish much. I'm okay trading token for token right now. We have a lot of tokens, they don't. They can move the Paladin arms onto the Pixie, but then, like, we can block with the Bard's Bow. Okay, landfall means we can push in with a couple creatures. Yeah, probably just bird. So going for power to like incentivize different blocks and not putting the token on Edgar draw 3? Ooh, okay. Damn. That's pretty good. You're so late. That's not great for us. The refill. Oh, green? What do we got over there? I no longer am happy with most trades we have available now. God, Diamond Weapon's so bad in our deck. I cannot stress how just garbage this card is for us. Okay, a lot of Scorpions. Double blocking, I suppose, on those. Oh, boy. You don't have any... You need birds to attack. Okay, okay. That's fine. Yo! Okay, thank you. This is like the best draw. Ow, down. That was every bird in our deck in Bart's. Okay. We are getting at least a land. And Diamond Weapon is now, like, free. Next turn I can play Diamond Weapon and then I'll be able to trample Diamond Weapon? That'll be nice. Alright, last card in their hand. Like, that's all they got. They got one left. Titan is big enough to block anything. I guess they're... Maybe they double equip on Shoko? No, we're crewing. Yeah, I don't think that does anything, buddy. Okay, we are gonna... I think we're just leaving Titan back to block. Alright. So, if you remember what Titan has as Titan's third ability, Titan's third ability is +X and trample to target creature, where X is the number of lands you control. So, under the weight. They gotta have an answer for this, right? Like... Under the weight. It's not your life total. I think you have got something. I'm not like, I don't want to play the planes onto it. I want to... Yeah, that's what I thought. You had something. Alright. Well, God, we are trying, huh? Sure. Lands out of our opponent. Yep. Okay. I'm doing some looking around. We're just sort of we're sort of trying to get our opponent to think about things that aren't the shoe puff right now. You know? What does this thing even do? Hello. So you draw a card off a bird attacking. Do you have a kill spell for... Oh. Sure. You know what? The shoe puff still has its effect. Anyway, we need to kill this. I don't want to allow them to attack with a card that says draw a card on it when it attacks. Town Greeter, you're very late. Okay. Let's start equipping. I want, alright. We can slowly break this board down. They're just top decking just as dead as we are. We have the shoe puff in the long term. Like, we're just both going to be throwing equipment back and forth at each other, you know? Now, do I care about this? I could just take it. That gives me a window to, like, Geishel Greens next turn and still have the 5/5. I think I can afford this hit. Take this once. Could just block with a 1/1/2. That's not bad either. If we can start getting material off their board, right? Dr. Science, thanks for the sub. Remember, they win coin flips. You gotta be careful. Alright. Now we've got the board advantage. We can start throwing bodies into the presser, right? I'm not going to start now because I want to be able to move that Bard's Bow after the attack, but, like, now we're able to just start throwing things into this board. You're an artificer, aren't you? Yeah, okay. Goddamn. That's such a good draw. That makes cargo ship, I think, unbeatable in the air. Just Scorpion Sentinel. We just need to start tearing down your board. And I'm going to start tearing it down this way. Oh, this sucks so bad. I think we need to draw diamond number 2. We don't have that in the grave, do we? No, it's in there. Okay, it's in deck still. All right. Tapped out. Or, like, the final card. You're so nothing. Okay. So now we can, like, just chump with a frog and eat it, and then try to, like, attack back. Green on their splash, Choco is the known thing, but, like, Omega or something like that is real. I don't think they have Diamond Weapon. Double green's too much of a splash. Oh, okay. That's bad. I think we're gone. Like, I don't think there's an out in our deck other than Diamond Weapon at this stage. We need to re-equip and, like, put the bows and such back on. Okay, we get another Bard's Bow. We lost Queen though, which is all of our, like, ground forces. We're gonna split the difference. Yeah, Diamond Weapon is the top deck we want. 13 cards in their deck, 10 in ours. We are at 10 lands plus... Oh, no. Alright, frog. Yeah, this is our deck. So the problem here... Our deck, we have Crystals Chosen at the bottom, which is a great top deck that we can't get. And there are 6 lands in the top 9. Okay. We're just doing a lot of swapping back and forth. They have 11 lands with 1 in the grave. Okay, Zach is a way for them to block on, like, indestructible. So Ilmeg Pixie would get to eat a... Ah, damn. So Zach, eat the Pixie, Pixie, eat. Again, diamond weapons our top deck we're looking for. We can move these bows around, try to force blocks. Battle menu's on the menu for us too, okay. So the only other cards in our deck right now are lands, diamond weapon, crystals chosen, and the bird. No, the bird's right here. I don't have lethal with this, which is annoying. And, like, if I try to kill that Scorpion Sentinel, it doesn't, like... work. I think the pause scared them there. We're gonna try and kill them somehow. All right. I see the line. I see the world. We chump block the Sentinel. Kill Edgar. Attack for lethal. I think that's the only line that kills them, right? Like... Go to 6. Your hand is blank. You just equip Edgar twice. Okay. Good God. So the reason I timed this the way I did is because if I let this resolve, they can syncopate for 2 and counter me because I'd have to pay the ward. So I have to commit here so that syncopate would only be 2 and be able to pay it. That's why I have to, like, do it here. Okay. Okay. Birds? Birds! Alright. This thing is like trying to be aggressive, but doesn't have. Oh god, the diamond weapon is trying so hard. You have a lot of battle manipulation. You have to know the step routes perfectly to be able to win these games. Oof. Alright. No. Yes. What the Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. I mean, I guess. This is... Hold on. Hey, now. I don't know about that. Alright. Birds. Swords. This isn't resolving. Syncopate for 1. Swallowed by Leviathan. Okay. Birds. Buster Sword is never real. If we draw Ambrosia, that'd be good. I will trade. And we'll Geishel. Okay. Alright. They missed their 5th land drop. Oh, they're gonna eat the ramen with the trader. Okay. Sure. I would double block. Hey, guess what? Paying the 1. Bird in. I'm gonna get the salvagers off the... Oh, this is actually a question. I think I want the salvagers off the table. This surveils, but I'd rather have this stupid life gain trick where they have this whole body of work going on. I know we didn't get the diamond weapon in the gray, or we didn't get anything in the gray for diamond weapon, but like we can still move the bow around. I can just like the worst card in our deck, the best card in our deck, the worst card in our deck. You know, one of those. It's a card in our deck. Technically a card in our deck. You know. I will take 3. This isn't draw, it's just like Surveil 2, which is good, but it's not like great. Both on top. Okay, don't scare me like that. No logs. At some point we'll just get enough mana to cast it. True. We have just been like finding a million... We're out of birds! Okay, we have a bird. Bartz, please, you can take the Arimon down. Okay. They could pay 3 life and attack for 5. No. Bartz, help me out. They got something. They could just have like a kill spell for the bird. That would be enough. Counterspell? Bartz will never! Oh, Bartz will never. Yeah, they're gonna eat a token. They obviously want to, you know, draw that 6th land. Yeah, I can cast Diamond Weapon now for full mana. And Bartz is dying? We have a flying blocker. I'll trade Bartz for the trader because, you know. Ooh, we have 2 of these. Okay. That's a lot. A lot of unblockable. Diamond Weapon, however, looking pretty good here. Arimon's pretty good at, like, eating bodies, too. Alright. Yeah, that's right. Buster Sword. Got the discount. I could have paid full. I'm gonna push. I want Arimon off the table because that's the best weapon against Diamond Weapon. Is their ability to chump block. However, they are just going to be playing Retrieve the Esper for a couple turns in a row, huh? Oh. Okay. Well, you know. If their last card is Intervention, we are not looking great. How am I not dying? Crystal's chosen? Okay. Well, that one does not do it. I will allow them the crag. So the Diamond Weapon is secretly the best card in our deck because we always have the mana to cast it. That hasn't been a problem. I'm trying to think if Sephiroth canonically would beat Diamond Weapon. I mean, Sephiroth, like, caused the weapons to jump out of the crater and all that. I would like a game where I don't end on 10 mana. Yeah, sweet. Ambrosia is a card I've wanted to get in this deck. It's been a card that I think is one of our most exciting. This deck needs one Vanille. I think that's a missing piece. You fight Diamond Weapon outside of yeah, like, that's like the Midgar fight. Oh, interesting. But until I saw this card very recently, I thought it came into play tapped, because Hideaway, for like 10 plus years, had the text, comes into play tapped, hidden in its text. It was in the Hideaway, used to have it in the text of the card rather than, of the keyword, rather than anywhere else. But it doesn't anymore, they changed that. So I just assumed that card came into play tapped, and it doesn't. Alright. Garuda... I don't know, Garuda's not huge here. Okay. Okay. Am I willing to just play Garuda to have a flyer here? I think so. I think I'm winning this game in 3 turns, or I'm losing this game to overwhelming card advantage. Okay, that shuts down my attacks. Alright. Sapphire is the one that, so Diamond's the one that attacks Midgar. I can't go in here. They can block with Lunar Well. We can jump Ambrosia next turn. Or we can just jump Titan. I don't hate jump Titan. So I've got bad news for me. You know how I said I wanted to get through a game without having 10 lands? I don't think we're making it. Torgal doesn't do anything. Ignis doesn't do anything. Alright. Well, they have to block a million, like... They have to block a million toughness from Titan here, which they will, but... Alright, let's go... Ambrosia? Move all the equipment onto Ambrosia? Alright. You gotta throw everything under the bus. Three cards in hand. The problem is they will live. They're close to being able to... Okay. That puts you to 1? Okay. Ignis can make food for your entire... all your mana on the turn. However, you did get your white source, so... Oh boy, we're going in and we need to Lunar Whale. Do you have an Ultima? No, you don't have double white. But you can cast off the top now. Maybe you can make enough blockers. Ignis off the top. Okay. Black. Land off the top. Continuing to be able to play cards off the top of your library at any point. Cloud of Darkness. -6. That's 2 blockers. You can live. Okay. The black mana was enough to change it. They got the Cloud of Darkness. That was all off the top. I'm sorry. Off the top was that? Oh, God. We are in a... Oh, boy. Okay. All right. Okay. How do we do this, then? Like... I can play out my hand, and... we have 4 attackers, force them to have 4 blockers. 3 cards in hand, that's likely they can do that. We can equip the bow. All right. I think they turned the corner here. We have 4 attackers, they have 2 blockers, they have 4 cards in hand. They can play cards off the top of their library if they attack with the Lunar Whale, but that costs them a blocker. They have 9 mana. They are 1 legend away from the Hideaway card because of the Lunar Whale, right? Like, Lunar Whale's legendary. So they're 1 legend away from the Hideaway card. That costs 2 plus... So they need, like, a cheap enough legend. 6 is pretty cheap. Also, just like removal or... Ooh, okay. Ultimecia is expensive. That is the 4th creature. So, like, they could activate the Lunar Whale, but that would tap the whale. Okay, land. We have 5 mana left. Jacked. 4 attackers, 4 blockers. We need to draw, like, battle menu or something to break the... Well... Good news that breaks the parity. Bad news they do have enough to Ultimecia ult. They also have... God, they can Ultimecia ult and use the Hideaway Land? Well... Okay, good news. They can't Ultimecia ult doing that. We have not used Bart's, no. We're going in with the Lunar Whale. Okay. That's annoying, because that means they can play off the top here. They could use the Hideaway. They've got enough legends for it now. Oh, just a... Oh, that's so bad. Okay. Just a blocker. That's all they need. Ignis is tapped, so they can't make food off Ignis. Sure, land off the top. Does that do anything? Like, that doesn't do anything. Our opponent's at 1. Numbers don't mean anything. 4 blockers to 4 attackers is the thing here. Like... This just doesn't do anything. Thinking about the... I don't think we can create the Abyss here, though. The problem is they kill us on the crackback because they get 2 combats. Like, they have Ultimecia able to time walk here with, like, Ject Flip and Ultimecia Flip and, like... I think I just put it on the Bard. Yeah, this just doesn't do anything. You know, every single game, you know what card we've been missing? It's Fat Chocobo. We've had opponents at, like, single-digit health, and all we need is the ability to trample over, and Fat Chocobo just ain't there for us. So they have the Hideaway, they get into the end step, they have 4 legends, so that's another creature. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you got it. This one's over. Our win con is the opponent playing every card out of their deck. The void! Can this Chocobo take on the world? It's gotta be Bart's off the top to beat X-Death, right? That's the only draw that makes sense here. Well. We had that in this deck? Yeah, we did. Oh, okay. Get in there, buddy. Make it happen. Ooh, okay. What's the white splash? It's just the battle menu? God, this is... Okay. I love the colorless land in here. That's... Alright, let's, You got lethal. You can just turn it sideways. It's fine. Thank you. One thing that we've been seeing as time has gone on is that greed has become more the main as in a lot of these drafts. They went to 1 and then we could never clear. This deck could never clear. That was its big issue. Every game was a game that went to us having double-digit lands and then never being able to cross the finish line. Not like we had anything that would have helped move that across. Arn's Inspiration doesn't kill your opponent when you just need it for 1. Alright. I'm going to step away and get a drink. Refresh, and we're going to do our second draft. So. Sorry, Barts. I tried. That birds were just not in the cards. Alright. Let me switch over the soundtrack. There we go. Alright, round 2. Alright, so that means if things are correct, we got Bart's in draft 1. That means we should get Kuja here in draft 2 and then have, like, one other black mage, right? I want Kuja, though. I want to kill our opponent with the power of black magic. I want to draft every black mage's stave I see. Even if Kuja isn't the plan, I just want to, like, I want to surround our opponent with black mages. It's one of my favorite things to do in this format. It's so fun. It's funny, like, taking a look at the drafts in this, because of the way that I've been doing these last few drafts, we started this with a lot of, like, maximum magic 6/3s, 7/2s, and on the back here on these last couple drafts, if you're watching these in order, the last couple have been like us trying to like make a plan work, and this is a perfect example of pushing a plan not being the way to draft, you know? It's good. You get to learn something from everything. You always get to walk out of a match with something new. Bart's. I'm sorry, Bart's. Anyway. This way. Okay. Hi, Fenrir. You're the best card in this pack by a while. A lot harder to force a plan after the format's been solved. True, we are at the last week of it, too. Good to see you, Edgar. Quistis, Delivery Move are all real. Final Days is like something you can build around in some funny ways. But, like, Fenrir's just so good. Fenrir also does allow us to go into, like, black and have a good time, too. So, I can still pick up all of our Black Mage stuff to go with this. We saw Fenrir do some work for our opponent. Ooh, Behemoth? Ignis? Behemoth's one of the cards I would want with this in the deck, you know, the big game. Ignis, Fenrir, all these friends. Behemoth is really good. This thing tramples. That's a missing keyword. Downloaded Arena, I've been learning. That's great. Glad to hear it. Bard's Bow, Ring, Combat Tutorial, I like. A lot of 3s. Ring does ramp a lot. Maybe self-destruct. Yeah, Prussia's Wanderings and Bard's Bow and such. Pile of 3-drops that ramp. Card advantage. Dragoon's Wyvern Overkill? Okay, what if I... I'm gonna make the... What if I make the Sultai pile real with this, right? Like... We also pick up, like, there's also just good cards around here, too. Dragoon's Wyvern, don't hate the Ochu, love, you know, but, like... What if we can still play, like... Yeah, what if we can summon Sin? What if we can summon Arden? What if we can play 3-drops? Poison the Water's cornered by black mages? I know Gone is the actual pick here, but I told you what I'd be doing. I said it aloud earlier, so sorry, Gone. I know you're the correct pick here. I'm saying that aloud and then not doing it, which makes it all right. That's not actually true, but you know, it's fine. I think Gone is better than Precious Wanderings. Diamond Weapon, Town Greeter, Resentful Revelation, Guado Salam. Slyo forcing a plan is bad. 10 minutes later, back to forcing. See, here's the thing. I've already had my vegetables. I want to do some silly stuff afterwards. Yeah, there's a lot of good things in here. I'm gonna take the Guado Salam. Starting town? Sure. Glacial Greens is also good, but... Cornered by Black Mages the second? Okay. Malboro? None of these are actually real. I don't actually want most of these. Gigantode is easier for us to get up to with Fenrir and such. If I pick Fang, the game would give me Vanille. That's true, I should do that more. Earth Crystal is double 1/1 counters. And that puts 2 1/1 counters on things. It's just very expensive, and there's not a ton of 1/1 counters in this format. We need some Black Mage staves, and then this deck is doing silly stuff. Wow, both of these are nice. I'm not sure which one of those is better. Starting town number 2, Treno, Fire Magic. Starting town means never having to say we're sorry about playing anything. Like, we can pick that with... I actually should be picking Precious, because Precious can grab the starting towns. Fire Magic does have a Black Mage on it. Circle of Power. Fat Chocobo. Ice Magic. I think with these we can do anything we want. Evil Reawaken. Swole by Leviathan. Gubu Gardener? I'm aware, I just don't think the combat trick is relevant in this deck as much. T-Rex? This is a good big thing. Balthier and Fran. Sorry, Balthier and Fran. I kind of want to be able to, like, not die on the first couple turns, too, as a part of this. Little worried about that. I like our refill ability. Reability. Scorpion Sentinel keeps us alive early. Horizon is like ramp up late, but I feel like the way we lose a game is that we die on turn like 4 or 5, right? And this is a card that keeps us from dying on turn 4 and 5. A little bit more fixing and we'll be fine. I know that, like, Horizon's okay. Sahagin... Sahagin? Search for Frozen Esper I like more than Airship Crash. It's very cheap. Sahagin only has Circle of Power in this deck. Look up a copy of Fight On. Fang, Bow. Let's try to make it happen. If I pick Fang, Vanille will show up, right? Ooh. Cloud of Darkness. Okay. Malboro. Blitzball. Heck dies. Okay. I want a couple more lands for this deck. And I do probably want a copy of Precious. The blue is light. This one's definitely a mess. I'd like some Black Mage's Rods or early drops, if I'm real with you. But, you know, that's asking too much, I think. Arimon? Sure. I don't hate you. Arimon gets work done. Alright. Hey, Vanille. Damn, and Balam. I picked Fang. There's also Gone down there, but, like... I picked Fang so Vanille shows up. It's funny, we got both Balam Garden and Gone. Vanille will not wheel. That's impossible. This card is like the third best card in the pack, and that actually is underrating Vanille. Like, the only cards I think that are comparable to Vanille in power level in this pack are Wet Orsite. Oh, you're doing... Yeah, did not clock, but my bad. Connector. Farseek cornered? Town Greeter. Farseek, the card named Farseek. But, like, more Black Mages. The Black Mages are the silliest part of this deck, where they're, like, actually not what we're supposed to be doing. Like, the Town Greeter and the Newfound Adventurer are the better cards. Yeah, Treno, Crossroad Village. If we could get the blue out of this deck, I'd feel better about it. Torgal! Yo! Goddamn, Torgal's very good with a lot of our, like, both with Fenrir and with, like, Ignis, Vanille, Fang. Resentful Revelation and Ice Magic. I would pick these 3, 4. We have, like, again, a lot of power that could come back around. Mostly because it's a lot concentrated in our colors. Where, like, maybe people pick Vaughn and the Warrior Sword higher. Dog forgives a lot of this deck. World Map, Revelation. I think Revelation is like World Map, but better, in my mind. If I need the land, this can get it. Torgal and Fenrir is 2 1/1 counters on a human. Torgal and Fenrir is 3 1/1 counters on a human. Because it's dog or wolf, and then Fenrir is a wolf, so that's 2, and then Fenrir ability is 3. Grand Pulse Ocho, I think you are holding the fort. I think this is how we're not dying. Fat Chocobo? Gladio. I think Fat Chocobo's just as fine. I know Gladio we could do with the starting towns, but like, the thing I'm trying to do here is like, set the deck up so it's just green-black. A little hard to do right now, but we're working on it. Town Greeter. Thank you. 2 drops, fixing, fill the grave. Yeah. Fill the grave for like Cloud of Darkness. Circle of Power number next. It's High Gladio again. Alright, Circle of Power is our refill. That's great. Oh my god. Okay. I think we can cut the blue. I think cutting the blue is fine. Makes the deck a little bit more straightforward. We don't have an Omega. That's like the kind of card I'd want on that. Well, I mean, okay, maybe we can just do it. Okay, hold on. Maybe the blue's free. Maybe. Yeah, Rydia shows up for the summons. We only did see the one, this and like an Ifrit. I don't know if blue's real. We'll take a look. All the fixing shows up at the end. Alright. If I'm playing blue, it's like Ignis and Combat Tutorial and maybe Merchant. We're gonna take a look at like what the creature count, like the count is right now. 37. If we're going 40 with just this, it's like Arimon, Ochu, Toad. If we put in the blue instead of that, it's like Ignis. Combat Tutorial. Is the blue worth it? The thing is, I think the blue is like free. A lot of tapped lands, I suppose. What's our town count? 6? I don't actually think Vincent's Limit Break is, like, the card we want in here. The problem is that, like, yeah, Scorpion Sentinel keeps us alive, but I think, like, Grand Pulse Ochu is just sort of better at it, in that it doesn't, it's not on our splash color. Alright. Let's ride. We have a lot of tapped lands, but we have a lot of heavy action. GonCon 0322. Born in the Year. Yeah, I'll keep this. I don't want to tell anything to our opponent. So I'm holding on to the starting town right now. Shock? Or like, what? You're holding something for red? Bolt? The card named Lightning Bolt? No, the card named Bomb. Okay. Oh boy. All right. We're going to be cornering by black mages for a little bit here. Hopefully they just have like... Oh boy! Yikes. And they actually also got to filter 2 off that. Alright. So Josh flips on 5, not 6. Not currently sitting on a way to answer Joshua, and they filtered a land and a Magitech infantry. Weapons vendor, draw. Okay. Two to each opponent, 2 to each opponent. Okay. Alright. So, if they flip to Phoenix right now, it's like lifelink for 2. That thing doesn't get in yet. Maybe we can draw into Overkill. Maybe we can draw into a way out of this. Circle of Power, draws 2, loses 2, gives us some lifelink. 5th land. 4, leaving red up. White Aura Sight, okay. So that's Ignis out of there. I want them to attack in for 5, and then like we get to lifelink back a bit. They have a 2-drop though for what? They have a White Mage's Stave? You okay. Okay. Fenrir Fang. Try to... thin out the deck. That's also it. Like, okay. This gives us some bodies. 6 mana from their side. They looted away a land. They can equip that Paladin's Arms, and they get to loot again. Yep. They've been doing a really good job of filtering. They can equip with weapons vendor. We're at the point where, like, black mages are walking in front of this. Now, I understand them not flipping Josh because both the plays they've got on the previous turns have been powerful enough to make that a real. Oh, damn. Let's go kill Josh, block you. If you've got +2/+2, oh god, okay. We're not coming out of this one. We don't have enough like cards to be able to do this anymore. Yeah, I needed them to be out there. Vanille, pick up Fang. This one's likely not ours. We have some good cards to be able to keep going here if we had the life still, but Cloud of Darkness and Fat Chocobo are enough bodies. If I'd gone Fang into Vanille, that still isn't like enough on the board. I think they just flip Josh here, put us at 2. That forces like every block out of us, right? They get to attack all out. They're gonna move on to the... Yeah, because this forces chumps everywhere. Damn. We were never on that board. The slash of light being able to stop us from killing Josh was enough to completely take us out of that game from that point. Like, Cloud of Darkness, I think if we had it on a previous turn, would be enough to, like, try and fight against this. But our opponent was very good at managing resources. Between Josh and the Dwarven King, they were able to just cycle, like, what, 5 times? Like, just filter through lands to be able to be super on. Alright, Tyrion 0593, born in the year. Alright. Neither of us are really doing anything early here. They have a Dreams? Yeah, they have a Dreams. That's pretty good. They liked the card. They're not going to miss the land drop, then. Okay. Yep. The reason I flipped the Marlboro like that is because I figured that we were going to be getting it back. We didn't have any plays on the turns follow. Oh, shit. That's way too good. Okay, oh, boy. We can't block on that, so they can get the dreams back. Cloud of Darkness doesn't have the heat yet. Yeah, Cloud of Darkness is just short. I need to cycle the Marlboro again. Double Strike guarantees it kills video. Yes. It would do one and then it would do one. Okay. That's pretty dang bad. Good news, our deck only contains 6 lands, so our draws out of 24 should be real. Fighting a lot of people where we're just not... boy. It's like Cypher hits for 6, recurs, gets the flash that back for cheap. Oh, goodness. Okay. Ignis, you're very late to the party. I'm pretty sure we're smoked. Because there's a known spell in the grave that costs 4 they can cast. They're going to get Sahagin trigger, Shantoto trigger. Like, we can't fight that. Cloud of Darkness doesn't have enough power to be able to kill Shantoto or Cypher. We kind of have to hope they don't have a better thing than just Flashback Dreams. If they Flashback Dreams, then I think, like, they're not building their board. We can hopefully... Yeah, okay, that's good. Like, that's... I mean, I say good. This is, like, draw 2, ping us, unblockable for a lot of problems. I can't even kill Shantoto with the double block. Hi, Overkill. That's a great draw. Shantoto needs to go. Ooh, black. Okay. Fight on. Being able to recur Cloud of Darkness after it gets a kill is going to be nice. Like, hopefully we can kill Cypher and then... Like, as is, Cypher can't attack because Marlboro trades. The reason I had to kill Shantoto there is that every spell they cast for the rest of the game draws. Oh boy. Alright, 2 black mages. Do you have like a Esper? Is that what? No! Okay. Well... Everybody's splashing black just for that card these days. I have to block because otherwise they get to... No, actually they wouldn't have. Okay. This... Okay. Alright, hold on. Sahagin down. Tapped land. Fenrir. I needed to jump to have the 5th card in the grave for Cloud of Darkness. So, Cypher recurs 3 cost or less. Our current threat is actually the Black Mage tokens. We're at 10. Yeah, oh god. Oh boy, you're playing Ether, huh? Alright. Do you have like double Sephiroth's intervention? I think that kills us on the spot if you have double Sephiroth. Actually, anything. Double removal kills. Oh my god. No! Oh no! The ley lines! Uh-huh. We die. We die. Alright. Double ley lines. We got to fight, God, Cypher's such a beating. I always feel really, really behind the wheel when Cypher comes down. Opponent once again with the deck we wish we had. Yeah, that Black Splash makes a lot more sense. Both of those are really powerful 4-drops to be able to be playing with your, like, pile of Sahagin and Shantoto cards. Alright, Banjo. Time for the 7 run. You might wonder how this is capable. You do have to trust the process. No attacks. They've got something up. Oh, but I guess attacks? Attacks are fine. I thought they had Ambrosia. They don't have Garuda. Okay, they did have Fate of the Sun Christ. Attacks were not fine. They pulled me in by playing that Ramen Erling. Alright. That's fine. Merchant does a good job here if we can draw into another black source. Let's do that right now. I got really played there. I should have just left up Torgal, and now I am going to probably lose this game for that choice. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm just getting toasted. Okay. Oh. Alright, guess who's never going to have another creature for the rest of the game? It's the opponent. Equip Arsenal, get in, put me to 7. Oh, Sid, okay. Well. So yeah, equip Arsenal, get in, don't have a body. No, I... Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Equip is +6. They need 2 more artifacts, plus the equip. God. Uh-huh. Okay, I played that one. I played that one pretty badly. There were 2 points where I made, like, mistakes that could have cost me the game, but we made it around. Our triple edict was enough, but both the Torgal attack was unnecessary, and there was a turn where I edicted post-combat and didn't attack all out, where like we were just having a bunch of creatures on the ground, so there was no point to them being there. We just would have got in for like 4. All right, that's fine. Now we start the momentum. I'm in. Town Greeter, Ignis, Ektize. Town Greeter. Ooh, Town Greeter for starting town. Gain some life back. We can go ahead and Black Mage's next turn. What do you got on red? Again, the card named Lightning Bolt? Could be the card named Lightning Bolt, I suppose, but... Thunder Magic. Let's get more black. So Fenrir here gives Ignis the counter if they let me get to it, no matter what. Okay. Okay. Balam T-Rex-R is going to be nice here. 4th land. We're doing something with the Galacat. Okay. That's another... Yeah, we have enough flying. T-Rex-R has trample, not reach. I don't like this much flying. They're gonna make this into a 4/4 to prevent us from drawing. Okay. Thank you, Empress. I'm glad you enjoy it. I think the actual problem that's going to come up here is Dragoon's Lance over time is going to be very, very dangerous. We've got life, but not a lot of it. We've got the 6/6 also, and Chocobo and Hektai should give us some, like, you know, ground. Fixing up. I'm willing to trade here. I think they've got a Thunder Magic, but I'm still willing to trade with it. Right? Oh, God. If it's Fire Magic, they lose their board, so it's gotta be Thunder for just, like, 2, right? Just shock it. Okay. Oh, boy. Yeah, I see the issue. We got a second copy of Ash out of them. Okay. So they don't have the second equipment for Galacat, which is helpful. And being able to trade with Ash is actually going to be nice because of the second Black Mages in hand. They don't know about that. And if they want to... Yeah, so the more of this board we, like, deal with... Oh, but this is a bunch of ground units. Okay. Squall. Uh-oh. I don't like that. That's a very bad fight. Ooh, that's a very good helper here. Okay. So we get the Magic Deck Infantry. No. They want to keep that because they want to keep the artifact. Okay. I do believe we're racing here. the lifelink. Okay. We should be fine for one turn. The problem is killing them because they get to like make an infantry end step and then equip and then attack for 3 in the air. But that's not 4 in the air. But we can't kill back is the problem. Like, look, our hand actually doesn't kill them. I think they've got a... Oh! Oh! Okay, then. The card named Ultima. Such devastation. That's enough. That felt like theft. If they had a second infantry in the deck, I think we lost. But we were going to be picking up T-Rex plus like Balbaro. Thanks, Snow. Okay, yeah, the spell named Ultima, which is over here because it ends the turn on resolution. Yeah, okay. I don't know that we deserved that one, but we don't get what we deserve, we take what we get. They had to Wrath, and we did draw a spell, right? We drew Fight On, so like they would have died if they didn't Wrath, right? They die on the spot. Because we left 3 black mages and voted on that. You know what? Sure. Yeah, let's start with an Ochu. Alright. Get aggressive. Get in there. Ochus. Ochu. Garland. Alright. Garland's pretty good. Alright, we got a lot of mana, and we got, like, a lot of early plays here to stay alive. Opponent on the black-red plan. Ochus kind of insulate us from black mages here. I don't... Samurai's Katana's fine. That's a good one. I'm probably willing to trade an Ochu for that body. I'd like to trade for Garland if possible. I will trade for Garland. Okay. Marlboro to follow up next turn. God, this looks really nice. We have a good curve. We got a lot, like, we have a lot of pressure. Excuse me, I need to attack for one. They have Garland and... So, like, their best... Oh, Katana 2, the sequel to Katana. Do you have a shot? Coral Sword! Ooh, damn. Okay. That's not great. Okay, get a card out of your hand. Next turn, we can Vanille, pick things up. Opponent does have the golf bag, it looks like. You don't do anything on block, so we're attacking. They discarded a rat. We're trading Marlboro for one. Marlboro blocks the 3/3. Monk's Fist. Okay. That's not really that impressive. Oh, I suppose it does this, huh? Okay. Let's trade boards. Anyway. Can take this Marlboro back. So they got a 1/1, we've got Fang, we can Marlboro and Overkill next turn. They missed a land drop, they're on 4. They can't equip the Samurai's Katana, those are 5. Rats. Rats off to you. Bombs off to you. Equip on 1, pretty good there. Marlboro, hit your last card. Side quest, hunt the mark. That's a good one. So this double trade, so I'm willing to get in with it. Yeah, let's actually push. If they want to trade their board for our board, then we're good. Yep. No board. So we've got lethal on board, removal spell in hand. No, we're on top deck. 5 mana, 6 mana, no plays. Clean. Alright, thanks, Marlboro. They did draft every weapon in the world. I respect the weapon liker over there. This is like double katana, bomb. This works really well with the Garland and the Black Waltz, because Black Waltz, these all are, you know, and the Black Mage off of the Lindblom. Like, weapons work that way. I think we beat Gilgamesh. Alright. Over the line. Let's keep moving. Oh, okay. I wouldn't be where I am in life without Marlboro. Okay. Sweet. Let's keep. I like what I'm looking at here. Ooh, oh no. I think that was 2 mulligans. That's still playable. I think 5 is real. Like, mulliganing, if you're taking those second mulligans, that could be a very smart choice, because you can find very effective 5s. So this is gonna seem silly, we're gonna town greeter on 4. The idea is, the way that town greeter and Fang are written, this picks the land out from the grave, so Fang will trigger. So we get to grab our, we already have a blue source. I want... one more black. So then we trigger Fang, draw a card. So what'd they mill? Black Mage's Revelation Island? Island 3rd color, okay. 2 colors, they're missing green. Genova. Well, I know who's dying. I told you, there are 4s that win you the game. We're no longer attacking because Ochu would rather trade with Shinra reinforcements here. And then we can go Malboro to, like, fight resources off them. Because they... I will trade here. I will not trade there. I would take 3. Alright. Let's snipe a card, and then we can Fang, snipe a card. The reason I don't think I would trade there is because Cloud of Darkness would be pretty dang good. Alright. It's possible. So they discarded a land. They have 3 cards left. They have a lot of mana. A lot of Shinra reinforcements. Well. Okay. Are you ready? I think it's time. Yeah, 2 more islands. So I'm fine with this trade because I'll Vanille to pick up. But I'm finally gonna get to do the thing. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Here we go. They need to live till main, and then we pay 5 and flip. I'll take Cloud of Darkness, thank you. Oh, it's so exciting. Here we go. Last card in hand, please don't kill Anger Vanille. You gotta let me, no, you gotta let me do it. No. Ralphie. Okay, I understand. I understand you were on a multi-5. I get it, I get it. Happy Pride, everybody. Love wins. Like, look, they were on the multi-5, and we just sort of answered every play they made. And they milled on their blue. I get it. Hold on, where's... I'm going back to Vanille theme. Well...
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. we got to do the thing. Like, if you let that play out, right? We did the thing. Oh, thanks, Ike. This one's slow. Maybe I shouldn't be keeping it. Maybe I shouldn't be keeping it. Oh. Oh no. You can't beat the aggro, Craig. I don't know if I can beat that. No, 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 no. No. Black mages, help me. They didn't cycle on 5, by the way. Alright, just taking 2. This could be a lot worse. That could be way worse. Okay, there's the part where it's worse. Understandable. They have 5 cards they like. That scares me. They didn't cycle anything on either of these, you know? Dion? Galacat. I wanted to get the flyer out of here. I like that you can see the change in the total. Alright, Torgal. Help me out. I think that the Malboro is going to be really good. Their hand, again, 5 cards they liked, right? I chose not to kill the king because I think the flying is more of a problem. I just want to trade. Getting that off the... Oh, they have a second king. No! The arsenal. Uh-oh. They don't have flying, though. Let's cut you off a little bit. Oh, Coeurl. Alright. Good thing to get gone. Alright. Two cards in hand. Like, Slash of Light and an Unknown. They lost Josh, White Auracite, Phoenix down. Wow, that tapped me out really badly. All my green, huh? That's fine. That touch was quite good. Asks for a removal spell. Okay! That was the kill spell, huh? Okay. Yeah, I'll block. Town Greeter, help me out. Ooh, not happy about the fight on going down there. Let's get damage in. Malboro. Malboro. Put him in 6, you got a chump block forever. You're dead to any spell. That's not enough. So you pass. The only thing that kills us is Dragoon's... Oh, that kills us. Well... What? Yeah? And? Uh-huh. Oh, no, no! Hmm? Okay. You know... I think we've been taunted. I think we've been haunted. I think we've been haunted. Thanks, Marlboro. Yeah, dude, like, I get it. If you look back at any of our, at a couple of the last couple drafts, right, you can see me playing like a dunce in the same way. Sometimes the bad breath makes you very defensive and you don't notice your opponent's life total. Basically that has to be it. Like, that's just like, you know how sometimes if you just don't check for lethal, right? They were afraid of dying, right? They were on 4. Like, anything we do connecting kills them. So, it's easy to get tunnel visioned. Take that as a lesson. Take that as a thing to keep in mind. They had a 7/7 flyer, but if they don't recognize we're on 7, that attack is bad, right? They just... Sometimes you tunnel vision and don't see the health total. Yeah, we have 2 cards in hand, you know? Perhaps we have all our mana up that... I don't... So Fenrir on any land, right? We're on the play, this is a lot worse, but I'm willing to take 50%, 50%. Well... That ups that percentage a lot. We're just gonna take Swamp. Now that percentage is 100. Thank you. think our opponent mulliganed. Well, that's not... Let's go grab our blue. Obviously, cornered by black mages against Dwarven Castle Guard, not great. The hope is, like, we talk them into trading. Like, they attack into this. No? Okay. Willing to trade. The idea here is that they missed the land drop. We need to be on the front foot. I'd rather get those off the board so that cornered by black mages can function. Hey, T-Rexar. We have Fang Vanille combo. Like, I can play Fang, play Vanille, draw a card, recur Rexar. I love that this makes normal cat noise. I think that's important. What do I have to recur? Malboro. Oh, well. In we go. Anyway. Love wins. Fang. Vanille. Best match. Did you know that Ignis and Fang also are a pretty good match? Just, you know. Because it's when it leaves your graveyard. So you can, you know. Anyway. Yeah, this is the power of lesbians. We did pick Fang knowing that Vanille would show up. Sure. Maximum Magic! We're at Maximum Magic, everybody! Oh, we made it. Scientific anything that means Ignis is a lesbian? I like your science. I'm keeping. So Marlboro can fix up. O2 keeps us alive. Fenrir grabs the black. We're fine. We ran it. We had to do some gnarly wins to get there, but that's the power of Magic the Gathering, you know? O2 is not blocking. Reno and Root are hitting me. Revelation to go grab your third land, sure. I understand. Land and Quistis. Ooh. Land 3, get us for 2. I understand needing land 3. And you get the steal. Welcome to Corneria. Leave this back. This might keep them at home. If not... Am I still willing to double block? I think so. Fenrir already did its thing. And we'll grab Fenrir again. Black Mage's Rod. Matches up fine here. Sahagin. Much better. The idea is that I'm trying to make Cornered by Black Mages better here. Like if they go, I don't know, removal spell on Fenrir, attack with Sagan. That makes it kind of worse actually, but what do you do? Okay. We get a card out of their hand. Lock. Your worst card is Lock? Four cards? Okay. Ah, Sleepy Marlboro. Sure. Yeah, maybe they have Fight On or a way to pick up. Fenrir obviously is blocking here no matter what on the turn. I will trade. We could get the card, but card isn't what we're after here. Board is what we're after here. I need the board under control. Do I need it under control enough that I'm willing to just overkill the Sahagan? Probably. That they can flashback that thing, too? That's so many bodies. Do I just want to overkill the Sahagan, then? There's land 6. Okay. This is fine. It's annoying, but, like, we deal with this pretty well because it's only 3 bodies. $9,994. Okay. From here, the way we need to go is get the board under control. Black Mage is 1 out. Kieran Merchant. And a 2/3 holds the fort. Can I get this Marlboro out of play? Marlboro, that's going to get our Heck Dies. We have the draw from Merchant. The life is actually a pain there. The reason behind playing that instead of holding it is specifically because of the Kieran Merchant. It'll do double duty in accelerating that, and now is 4 for the draw 3. We can't use it right now, but we can use it next turn as like a block sack. Oh shit! Is that the end of the game? How do I beat Goldez? Taking 1. Taking 4. I don't know how we survive Golbez. 1, 2, 3, 4. We go to 2. Sacking Kieran Merchant puts us at 1, because it's any creature dies or graveyard from anywhere. I could, like, not trade with this token? Golbez. The Shadow Dragon just has our number. Go to 2. Okay. You know? All right. I found a way. If they have a kill spell, we're dead. Oh no, if they have Black Mage's Rod. Uh-oh. That's a kill. We're dead anyway. Okay. GG. That was a good final game. That was, like, we fought, like, a lot for stance back and forth. We were able to parry some of the powerful moves they had on their end. But in the end, the slight edge on the board with the power of all those tokens. They used every piece of the token off that card. I have a lot of respect for Final Days. Final Days is not quite like spider spawning. They come tapped, they don't block. But the threat this card represents, and also, like, in this game, in this format, 4-mana spells are at a much higher premium because of the way that they work with, you know, our friends. Yeah, no. That went well. 6 and 3, maximum magic. I'm happy with the outcome. I'm happy that we get to have a hell of a fun deck for our back draft. Is this gonna be the last draft? Honest to goodness, I think we're out of. I think this might be the end of Final Fantasy. I don't know where else I can fit more in. Monday next week, maybe. And even then, like, that's where Trails is. I don't think so. I think this might be, you know, if we're going out on a real good one. Dust to dust. So. Yeah, maybe swap out Spire. We'll see. You say mono the way I do? Well, anyway. Thank you all for joining. Hope you enjoyed Final Fantasy. I love this set. I love drafting this set. This really was the Dragon Quest. Thank you all for being here. Thank you everybody for the sub and for the subs and being here. 17 Game Emus, Malamet, Copper Popper, and Dr. Science. Appreciate it. But I just also appreciate you all just being here and having a good time. Can't ask for more than you just all, you know, watching, enjoying. Thank you for the you know, love hearing about, you know, folks who got into Magic or play Arena because of watching me, or like just enjoying my little Slyo in the corner there. Thank you, Vpriz, for that one. Yeah, so that's Final Fantasy. Follow, subscribe. Upcoming streams tomorrow is Trails, SC. We started second chapter. Dragon Quest Wednesday on Wednesday, Yakuza on Thursday. This weekend might be empty. I've got ongoing things on Saturday and Sunday. I might be back for a look outside depending on the time. And then, yeah, we'll see. So, Anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you all for joining. Have a good night.